Okay guys, before I say anything, if my voice starts to get like monotone, it's because I'm afraid to move my face too much because the crystals are like kind of holding me back. So I'm gonna try my best to just still be, you know, my spunky old self. So anyways, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys for showing me so much love on my chola tutorial. I had so much fun doing it, so I was figuring like, I'm gonna give them one more. You know, I had a little bit of time, you know, before I go off into my Halloween festivities, so here I am today. I am gonna be the Grim Reaper for Halloween, so I was thinking like, you know what, like I'm trying to like do something along those lines. And then I had saw a picture of this girl on Instagram. I'll insert her picture right here, and I'll tag her down in the description box below. She is like amazing. She does so many like crystal, like gold, crazy skulls. Crispy, I don't know if you guys follow her, but she actually did one of her looks. It was like the butterfly skull. I don't know if you guys seen that. So she's super talented. Make sure you check her page out. So I just wanted to kind of do my own little spin on hers, and I just wanted to kind of just let my creative side and my artistic side come out, because you know I'm not really artistic. I just try to be. The sequins and the crystals that I got are all from Walmart, okay? So, I mean, that's pretty accessible, and, you know, they always have that stuff in stock. It should be in, like, the crafts area, and then everything else is just, you know, makeup. So if you guys want to learn how to do this tutorial, just keep on watching. So, start off with the tutorial. I wanted to make sure that I wanted to apply some eyeshadow base, just to make sure that when I apply my eyeshadows later, obviously that it was, like, the black was going to be the blackest. You know the drill. So then I went ahead and applied my foundation. Here I'm using Giorgio Armani, our personal favorite right now. Before I actually set anything, I am going to be applying some concealer onto my cheeks. This is where I normally get a lot of redness. Also, again, before I set anything, I went ahead with this LA Girl concealer in the color Toast. And I'm taking it on a big flat concealer brush. And this is what I'm going to use to draw out the hollows of my face. And so here I am, I'm just sketching it out. At first I was just kind of like just trying to blend the line down and see how that looked. But then I was like, okay, I'm going to be doing like full on skull. It has to be more structured. So then I went ahead and drew in the bottom, and I cleaned, here I am cleaning up the bottom of it just with some more of my foundation, really simple. Getting the shape of it was kind of hard for me because like I'm not that much of an artist. I'm not an artist. I can't draw. Like I could draw some stick figures. Like, so I was really trying to like try my hardest to get the shape right. So I kind of struggled with it, but like don't feel discouraged if you struggle, because you know it'll get there. It's not that hard of a shape anyway. Next, I'm gonna set my entire face because you know we're done. You know, drawing everything. You guys know this, just regular CoverGirl translucent powder. And then I went in for my whole tutorial. I am just using my Lorac Pro palette. Thank you, Chelsea Puma, one of my good friends. She got it for me for my birthday, so thank you. I really like the pigmentation and the color payoff that Lorac eyeshadows had. I've never really used them before she got me that, and I was just like so impressed with it. So just like the black's really dark, the browns are really dark, like you don't have to apply a lot. So here on my right side I was doing brown and just coloring it in, and then more towards the edges I made it darker brown. And then I did black. So I'm going to try to talk a little bit less with less expression because my jewels are moving and I got to take pictures after this. So later on I'm going to be applying like, I mean here I'm applying like a white highlight in the center. And I feel like that wasn't enough, and later on you'll see I'll put on some more like some glitter stuff that I have on the rest of my face. After that was all set up, I pretty much just want to go in and just kind of finish off my mouth, my eyes before I applied any jewels. So here I am coloring my lips, just black with some black eyeliner, like nothing big, girl. Like Inglot gel liner though, if you could get your hands on it, that's, you know, it's really my jam. If not, just regular gel liner is fine. And for the top of the mouth in the photo, she kind of has more of like not really like clean structured like lines of what their teeth are. She just kind of just like brush strokes. that's what I did. I didn't have any like white per se, so I literally just used my Painterly paint pot that I used to prime my eyes. Like that's what I did. And a little bit of NYX eyeshadow primer in white. And then I colored in my nose. I mean, you guys have seen this nose 1,000 times. I'm going to explain it to you. It's pretty much 2 points, colored in, piece of cake. And then on the sides, it was looking a little bit like bland, and then on her, she kind of like defined her like creases on the sides of her nose, and that's what I did here. It kind of looked sloppy to me at first, but I was like, you know, whatever, just go with it, you know what I mean?
So for the eyeshadow look, I wanted to do something that was still bland, but not too much to take away from the rest of the face. I got really inspired by the smoky eyes that Laura Ariano does. I don't know if you guys follow her, but she is the CEO of Mel Cosmetics, and she always does like everyday smoky eyes, and they just look so effortless. And I was like, I want to do something like that. So here I used my Inglot gel liner as my primer. I never used it for my primer for a smoky eye before. I loved it much better than using a pencil, I think. So yeah, just pop that on first, and then I went in and I just put some black eyeshadow on top. I'm using the Lorac palette, like I said, and it's like my favorite black eyeshadow. It's so pigmented, so good. And then for the crease, I'm just going in with the lighter brown shade color, and I'm just putting that in for the transition color. For the glitter to adhere to my eyes, I use the NYX glitter base, which is like it's really become my favorite, even though I've gotten pretty recently. I love it so much. And I'm popping this on my eye first, and then I'm just applying just some black glitter that I had from Glitter Blog Cosmetics. I can put the link down in the description box below. And I put that on top. That's pretty much it. For the bottom, I kind of just did the same thing. Just make sure it looked dark, and then I popped some black eyeliner in my waterline. Simple.
So moving on to the fun part, the crystals. So what I want to say right now before I even get into it is just like, from this point on, it's basically whatever you feel like looks right or whatever you want to do. It's just all about where your creative juices are flowing. For her, she did like a full round enclosed eye. I wanted to do more of like a C shape. I know I wanted to do studs just like her, but I couldn't get my hands on like big spike ones. I originally had bought in a like studded belt from like the dollar store, I remember, and then I just de-studded the belt, and then I used those. And first I was like using them like just like with their tongs pushed in and trying to glue them on like that, but it was kind of hard. And I realized that if I clicked the tongs out, kind of like you can see here on my cheeks, they obviously stay better. It's like, you know, put little legs out, sit your ass down, bitch. And then I just glue that on, and then as I got towards the ends of my brows, I made the sequins a little bit thinner. And then next I went in with like a C shape, and that was basically it for the eyes. Next, for the teeth. Now, this is the part where like I feel like I couldn't be the most creative because I really wanted to like emulate that it was really my teeth. So I really did pretty much copy what she did. I had these teardrop stones, which is pretty cool because that's what she used. And so she just used those for the top 4, and then the rest she just kind of like mixed and matched and just created the shapes. I kind of just mixed and matched on the bottom side, and then I made sure that I went out a little bit far. And she kept her crystals in like a rectangle shape, and that's what I did too. So it just kind of whipped something like that. I added some lashes. You know, you always need those. I didn't want to look too flat, you know what I mean? For the rest of my face, I just kind of just decorated it. I mean, as you can see from these clips here, I'm adding a little bit of those studs on my cheeks, to the big rhinestones, you know, here by my nose. She had like an embellishment on her forehead, and I don't have that, or like a headpiece, so I was like, you know, I'm gonna make something. So I created first I put it just like here in the center. I was like, wouldn't it be cool if it like I made something where it looked like it was actually like dangling from my head? So I built up, and then I went to my hairline, so I feel like that was pretty cool. It was just kind of looking flat, and then I was talking to Mark, I'm like, what do I need? So he's like, you know, you should add some definition. So I had a little bit of contour here. You should contour before all the jewels. It's okay, so like do all your contouring, highlighting, all that. I did add, I don't know if I mentioned, but I added some like glittery highlight before I applied everything too. I did add like a little bit of like a ridge under my jawbone here, like that black line, just to give more like shape to my face, and then just basically just jeweled up my whole face. That was like pretty much it. And then just I had some of this glitter powder. I'll show you guys what it is. It's this Ben Eye Lumiere Luxe powder. I got this at a special effects store in LA, and I love it so much. I've had it for such a long time. I actually had it since like maybe like 2013, and like it still has lasting. Like there's so much still like left in here, and it's just beautiful. It's like gives you a light dust. I put that here all over my neck and just kind of dust it a little bit over my face. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Like I said with the look, just be as creative as you want. And yeah. Alright, cholas, that's basically it. It was pretty much easy, as you guys can tell. It's just kind of like having patience and time to like apply everything. I feel like this is kind of more easier for Halloween parties because it's just kind of like slap on some jewels and go. You know what I mean? Like do your regular makeup. It was time consuming considering the amount of jewels that I put on my face. I wanted it to be really intricate and like really crazy. But yeah, you can make it a lot more simple. You could just maybe just do the eyes or just do the mouth. Anyways, I just want to say thank you guys for coming back and watching the second tutorial. I know I'm getting a lot of good feedback for my cholas tutorial, so thank you guys for showing me some love on that video. Also, I just wanted to tell you guys happy Halloween. Hope everybody's gonna be safe. If you're gonna go out drinking, make sure to take an Uber, you know, just be really safe. And hopefully I see you guys very, very soon. Bye guys.